Hello, book lovers! I am so excited to share with you today some of our nonfiction books. As a school teacher, these are books that I use all the time in my classroom. So, and I'm sorry, I'm still battling this cold. First thing I'm going to start off with, I'm first of all a language arts teacher, so that's where we're going to start with. Some of the things that we have are write your own books. So I've got write your own scripts and poems. These are fantastic to kind of introduce writers to different styles. They get to try out different ways to do things, and it gives them good tips on how to do that. I just love these. My students at school will pull out these books to help them get ideas and kind of get started on what they do. And we write stories on their own independently, and then we share them at school. So it's nice to have kind of some, I don't know, backing to what we do at school, so they can use those. I left it at school, but we also have some illustrated thesauruses and dictionaries that are phenomenal. My junior high kids like to pull those out. They like the pictures, even if they don't want to admit it. So those are good things to use in our language. I also teach math, but my math books are at school, and I totally forgot to bring them home. They were sitting on my desk, and I left them. But we have all kinds of fun ones. One that I do have is like Not Another Math Book. They are engaging activities that the kids can see, and they use their math skills without feeling like it's doing math. Sorry. I'm sure you've also heard of the learning wrap-ups. You know how we had those those plastic things, and you wrap them around and you check your answers. Those are another thing that we use, and I use those at school all the time. We have our mastery books with those for multiplication, addition, division, subtraction, fractions, and we also have one for history, so like your states, and those are really nice. The kids like to play. They don't feel like they are doing drills, but they're playing a game, and they really like those. Moving on, we have Managing Your Money. This book, sorry, I like these books. It talks about just simple ways to do what we need to do to manage our money. It's kid friendly. It puts it into perspective for them. I've given this one to both my girls that are in college and my 13-year-old who tries to make his own money, and just it's a good way to learn. You have Helping Our Planet, and again, it's just bite-sized information, things that we can do, how we can help out our planet, and the kids love this. Looking After Your Health. I teach social-emotional classes and social skills. So this one I bring in a little bit as well, just kind of talking about like how your body works together. So you got to take care of your physical body as well as your mental body. And our Understanding series, this is phenomenal. As an adult, I appreciate this. So understanding money, economics, business. We also have physics and philosophy, politics, and there's another one I can't remember. I have my other ones on order, so I was hoping for the shipment to come in before this block party ends, but it looks like it might not happen until Monday or Tuesday. So sorry, but I will show you just a few. Here's our money one. So it talks about, where am I here? Not quite money. Just looking at the different ways. Again, I love how it's engaging. It's short. It's not too much information, not overwhelming. And I learned a lot when I was reading through it. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I love this series. Next, what I want to show you is Kitchen Science. I'm also a science teacher. So I teach math and reading, or math and English, reading, and science. So here's my geek out moment. These are some totally fun. It tells you a little bit about all kinds of things. And there's a whole series. There's 4 in this series as well. But it talks about different things that you can do in the kitchen. This one is talking about math, but it also gives you the science behind it. Being a scientist, we love the amazing discoveries of 100 brilliant scientists. These just tell you a little bit about a lot of 100 scientists and what they do. When I do research papers in my science class, we use this book a lot. The kids will get a look through and pick their scientists. It gives them just a little bit of information. It looks like a little bit, but there's a lot of information here, and it's just in little chunks so that they don't feel overwhelmed reading this whole big thing. Lift the Flap books. I tell you guys, these are phenomenal. The big kids will tell you that they're too old for them, but this book I've had to replace. So thank goodness for our replacement policy. If you don't know about that, drop a comment below and we will totally tell you about that. So periodic table, let's lift the flap. So it's fun. They get to find the flaps. They're learning all about the periodic table and the elements and how they came to be. But it's not like scary. It's not overwhelming. And they remember this as they're going through. I know that we had one kiddo that he's like, oh, I don't remember. We were doing a test. And I don't remember. I know that it's the one. And he told me about the flap and what the flap was. I came and checked. I'm like, yep, you're right. That's the flap it is. That's the one that. So they remember this information. I also love, love, love our encyclopedias. They are amazing. Sturdy. They're durable. And I love how. Let me find one because I can never flip to it when I want to. Right here, you'll see it says internet link. Where am I? Right here. They have internet links. So Usborne has gone through and they have a separate quick link in these books that will give you links to more articles, videos, to give you more information, and it's kid appropriate. So it's not, I don't have to worry about like what are they finding on YouTube when they get in. We're looking at whatever the topic is, and my students or my kids at home, I'm like, hey, just look at the quick link. And so they type that in and they follow it, and so much information. And I love that they're linked. So all of our encyclopedias have that. We also have other books that are internet linked. Our World, this is, sorry, here are some of our history or social science books. Just another fun one where they're learning facts, but they get to turn the wheel. We get to look at different parts of that world. It's very, very fun. So if you have any questions about books, and if you know people that homeschool, if you try to supplement, this is my second Geek Out place because I love this. Just supplementing all of my students, the things that we do, the things that I do at home to help them learn and keep them engaged, and they don't feel like they're learning. That's the part that I love about our books, is that it's not feeling like, oh, we have to do school. It's, oh, I get to do this.